Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about breaking down big ideas into strategies you can actually use. And today, we're looking at a huge shift, a real movement actually, in the world of young entrepreneurs. And it's all happening in one specific city.
And no, it's not just about the sunshine and fancy buildings. This is a strategic, calculated move. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact playbook people are using to tap into the insane networking potential of this place. And we're getting this straight from the folks who are actually there, doing it.
All right, so here's what we're covering. First up, we'll look at why Dubai has become this new epicenter. Then we'll get into the mindset shift that really unlocked everything. After that, the good stuff, the actual value-first playbook. And we'll wrap up by talking about why your network is, well, your future.
Okay, let's jump right in. To really get this, we have to start with the why. Why are all these ambitious, talented people packing their bags and heading to Dubai? What's the deal with the environment there?
It's not just one thing, it's the whole package. The tax situation is obviously a huge plus, right? But it's also about being in a place that's incredibly safe, without all the craziness of other big cities. And think about this, it's a bet on the future. People see it as the hub for the next 10, 20 years. Then you throw in the amazing lifestyle, the weather, and the fact that it's actually more affordable than you might think compared to, say, New York. And yeah, you can see why it's become this magnet for entrepreneurs.
But look, the city itself is only half the equation. The real secret sauce, the thing that's a total game changer, is the mindset. It's about a huge shift in how people are actually connecting with each other.
So, the old way of thinking was all about politics and, well, not trusting anyone. Can you believe it? Entrepreneurs would literally avoid each other, worried that just being seen with a competitor would somehow damage their reputation. It was all about isolation. But the new mindset, it's a complete 180. Now, it's all about community, openness, collaboration. Everyone realizing that a rising tide lifts all boats. And this quote just hits it home, right? It shows you how fast this all happened. The idea of competitors hanging out, sharing ideas, becoming friends? A few years ago? No way. It was literally impossible. We're talking about a brand new era here.
Okay, so you've got the right place and you've got the right mindset. But how do you actually do it? How do you build that killer network? Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the step-by-step playbook.
So here's the key concept. Networking up. Most of the time, you're trying to connect with people who are, let's be honest, way more successful or further ahead than you. That means the ball is completely in your court. The burden is on you to prove you're worth their time. You can't just slide into their DMs and ask for a favor. And this really is the fundamental problem, isn't it? Imagine you're that successful person. You've got 1,000 people messaging you, all wanting something. So how on earth do you stand out from all that noise? You've got to have a strategy. So how do you do it? Well, the playbook from the people who are actually succeeding at this boils down to 4 simple but super powerful steps. Let's break each one down. This is such a perfect example of what providing value really means. Instead of just sending a message like, hey, you should check out this podcast studio, this person went ahead, booked it, and paid for it. They made it completely effortless for the other person. That one move solved a problem, made their life easier, and bam, created a real connection. It got them in the door. Okay, gifting. This one is tricky. It's not about throwing money around. That just feels transactional, you know? It's all about being thoughtful. Like, remember that conversation you had about a specific topic? Get them a book about it. Did they just hit a huge milestone? Send a custom gift to celebrate. It shows you are actually listening and that you care. That's way more powerful than some generic expensive gift.
This next one is so simple, but it's a game changer. Never ever ask for a picture. The second you do that, you've put yourself in the fan box. By just having a normal conversation, you're acting like a peer, an equal. It's a subtle but powerful signal that you belong there, and trust me, that is way more interesting to a successful person than just another fan asking for a selfie.
All right, let's bring this all together. How does this playbook fit into the big picture? Let's talk about playing the long game. Really, the biggest thing to take away from all this is a total shift in how you see networking. It's not a transaction. You're not trying to get something right here, right now. It's an investment. You're building real relationships, banking goodwill. You're creating trust so that 5 years from now, when you really need help or a partner, that door is already open for you. It's about planting seeds for the future.
And you have to remember, in this day and age, your Instagram is your online CV. It's your new business card. As soon as you meet someone, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to look you up. It's a super quick way for them to see who you know, what you're about, and if you're even on the same planet. A clean, curated profile is basically your first impression.
So, when you boil it all down, this whole playbook, this entire mindset, it comes down to asking yourself one simple question. Instead of thinking, what can I get from this person? You need to flip it. Start every single interaction with, what value can I give? That right there, that's the shift. And that's how you build an incredible network, whether you're in Dubai or anywhere else in the world.